Oh my word. Guess what time it is? It's that time. It is the mystery box challenge time. Why is there not more excitement in my voice? Well, that's easy. Although I always look forward to a good challenge, and I always look forward to these boxes. This year, Courtney really put her brain to work and wanted to make these mystery box challenges just a bit more challenging for us creators. Each mystery box is hosted by a different creator. This month, it is hosted by Whitney over at Whiskey and Wit. Guess who sent me my box? Yeah, Whitney over at Whiskey and Wit. Who did I send my box to? Christina Elizabeth. I wonder if there's gonna be a payback for that alien challenge toy she gave me. You'll have to head on over to her channel afterwards to see what challenge items I have sent to her. This month's theme that Whitney came up with was scavenger hunt. In this month's box, 4 of the 10 items are sender's choice, which means 4 of the items in this box were Whitney's choice. But those 4 items, they have to be different materials. Oh my word. The 5th item needs to be made of wood. The 6th item needs to be a clothing or an accessory. The 7th item needs to be pet related. The 8th item is something from outdoor or garden. The 9th item is the first challenge item, which is my choice. And that really is all 100% my choice. The 10th item is the second challenge item, and that challenge item needs to be from a thrift store or a secondhand shop. And the twist to this month's box is to incorporate something from nature into one of the DIYs along with one of the challenge items. So along with either the thrift store find or the sender's choice challenge item. I know, right? It is a lot to take in. And so yeah, here is a cheat sheet if you need to follow along with it. Along with making these boxes just a bit more challenging for us creators, Courtney wanted to involve you subscribers by giving you the capability of voting. There is a cheat sheet voting sheet here that you can screenshot that will help you keep your eye open for specific things. So at the end of binge watching all of us DIYers do what we do best, create, you can click on the link, you can vote for different categories, vote for your favorite, whatever it is, and Courtney will give us the results on May 5th in her awards show. But for now, I'm gonna quit my gabbing and I wanna open this box because I am super nervous to see what Whitney has sent to me. First up, we've got a note card and I am loving all the stickers. The craft room is calling. If you can't stand the mess, get out of the craft room. I love that, right? Hey Kelly, happy spring. Hopefully you enjoy the theme and items you have to work with this round. I promise I didn't send you an alien. So excited to watch and see what you come up with. P.S. I saw these fun garden items while I was shopping and thought of you. One for some motivation and the other more sentimental. In my family, we look for butterflies and cardinals as signs of loved ones who have passed on. And I hope this cute guy could bring hope to your garden this spring. So proud of your strength. You guys are in my prayers. Happy crafting, Whitney. Thank you. Okay, and we have a gift bag here. Oh, that is gorgeous. Okay, so Whitney, I will tell you that my sister was a huge butterfly and dragonfly person, and she loved the monarch butterfly. And so whenever we see a butterfly, we always say it's Auntie Dina around us, letting us know she's near. And so I'm gonna take this as a sign that Ray is with my mom and my sister, so thank you. And a cute stake here that says, "You grow, girl." Oh, super cute. I love that. Thank you, Whitney. So, oh yeah, she labeled all of these. Yes, she did. Okay, she did something similar to what I did. Okay, so this is item 1, and it's Sender's Choice. And we have got some lavender flowers here. Oh, I love those. Item 2, Sender's Choice. This would probably be something wood or chalkboard because it needed to be different materials. Item 3, Sender's Choice. We've got paper, these doilies. Loving, loving, loving that. Item 4 is some fabric with these blue flowers. Oh, I love this. Okay. I'm not gonna say anything yet because I don't want to jinx it. Item 5 is the wood item, and I've got 3 rolling pins. Oh, adorable. Okay. Item 6 is a clothing / accessory, and we have got a mesh makeup bag. I don't know why this has me kind of stumped. Okay. Item 7, really pet related. 2 tennis balls. Oh my word. Really? Okay. 7. 8 is outdoor and garden. It is a sunflower pick. Love it. Oh, so fun. 9 is Sender's Choice challenge item, and it is in this bag. So stinking cute. Oh my word. A loofah. A loofah. Okay. Okay. I mean, it could be worse. Okay. I got it. Okay. So challenge item. And number 10 is a thrift store secondhand challenge item here. No. I can... No, 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 you did not. It's a tennis racket. Oh my gosh. Did she? Oh my goodness. A tennis racket? What? Oh my word. Okay, this isn't an alien, but it's a tennis racket. Oh. Wow, I gotta be honest, I don't know if my brain is working well enough. Oh my word. Okay. Well, it looks like that is my mystery box there. Okay, so honestly, I'm gonna say that the balls, like, can I just go to the tennis court at the park and play tennis? Did you plan that? The tennis racket and the balls? Huh. Well, there we have it. This month's mystery box. So I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna place these items out on my craft table. I'm gonna touch them. I'm gonna move them around for a few days. But more than that, I am going to sleep on it because, truth be told, I get my most inspiration and my best ideas in my sleep. So I will meet you back here in a flash when I am good and ready to create and feeling inspired. I'm gonna start this mystery challenge off with item number 3. This was one of the sender's choice items, these paper doilies. There was 3 or 4 different sizes. I'm gonna go with this size here. You get several of each. These paper doilies are pretty thin, but I'm feeling inspired and I think I have an idea of what I wanna do with these. Maybe a couple ideas. I'm gonna need some scrapbooking paper, so I'll be using this Paper Studio stack. You can find this at Hobby Lobby right now. It's marked down to $20.99 for this stack, 50% off, so $10.50. Would you look at this stack and all the paper in it? It is gorgeous. Truth be told, bought 3 of these stacks because I was so obsessed. I enlisted the help of my Cricut and I cut out 8 circles with these 4 patterns. And on the back side of these, I am going to use some of Loctite's spray adhesive. This is a multi-purpose spray adhesive. So I'm gonna spray this on the back of these circles. And once I've got some adhesive there, these are going to fit perfectly right in the center of these doilies. I'm gonna fold the doilies in half, kind of trying to line up the patterns. It was a bit harder than I thought. I'm kind of winging this DIY. I had a vision of what I wanted in my head. And truth be told, a lot of times I'll do a trial run of a DIY to see how it works. This time, because I'm short on time, I decided just to kind of go with it and hope for the best. Using my Cricut and some craft colored cardstock, I cut out the letters that spell out the word believe. And so I'm gonna place 1 letter on each doily. I'm sure you know where I'm going with this, but just wait for it because there is kind of a twist to this DIY that I'm kind of excited about. These lavender picks, item number 1, are going to work perfect for this. So I'm gonna bunch a couple of them up with some baby's breath that I had in my stash, and using some twine, I'm going to wrap the stem with it, kind of giving it a more finished look, adding maybe to the farmhouse chic look that I'm going for. On the back side of the doilies, opposite of the letters, I'm gonna place these floral bunches. I thought it would be fun to kind of make this a reversible DIY, double-sided DIY, because why not? Because we can, and that's what we do here. I do. I finish everything off with a twine bow, because why not? Yes, look at that. Love that. I'm feeling like this DIY needs more to it, so I figured I'd make some tassels using this multicolored twine, because if I can add more twine to a DIY, I will. Tassels are pretty easy to make. I think I need to make about 7 or 8 of these. Adding some wood beads to the top of these tassels is gonna add even more to that farmhouse shabby chic feel that I'm going for. Back to the doily. I'm gonna open it up, place some twine here in the center because I'm making a banner, a double-sided banner, a reversible banner. Once I've got that string in there, I'm gonna place some hot glue right around this inside edge here, folding it closed just to kind of keep my doilies in place, keep them from popping open. And I'm again going to spell out the word, believe. And in between each doily, I'm gonna place a beaded tassel just to kind of add some embellishments, add something more than just the doilies to this. This is such a fun piece because it is budget friendly and it can really be done to suit any decor style or season just by switching up the paper. And that's what's fun about it. You can spell out anything and it's reversible. And so yeah, I thought this was fun. Let's go take a look at this piece now that it's done and where I hung it up on my mantle. Believe. I have to believe that everything is going to get better and life will be happy again. Alrighty, on to the loofah. This pastel Easter spring colored loofah. Well, it's kind of like mesh, little squishy, little stretchy. It's probably all one piece, so I'll go ahead and make a wreath out of it. So I'm just gonna deconstruct this. Maybe I'm not making a wreath out of it. It's a bunch of different pieces. Since we are allowed to dig into our craft stash, I pulled out these smaller wire wreath forms and figured, hey, if you're gonna give me a pastel springy looking loofah, then I'm gonna make a pastel springy Easter DIY with it. Maybe a wreath. Only, yeah, this stuff is stretchy, it's plastic, it doesn't cooperate, it doesn't hold its form, it just kind of does what it wants to do because it is unruly. I thought I would cut it up, maybe zip tie it to the wreath form. That looked hideous. None of this was panning out the way I wanted it to. Not gonna lie, I was getting a little bit frustrated, almost felt a little bit defeated. When rubber bands didn't work, I figured when all else fails, go back to Dollar Tree, pick up more loofahs because I needed more. One wasn't enough. Now, I still have all the pieces that I cut that I am going to incorporate into this DIY, but I needed more to do what I wanted to do. So I picked up 5 more, all of which had white loofah in them, and I'm gonna deconstruct them so I can use the white loofah. Okay, I'm feeling like I'm onto something here. There is no rule saying I can't buy more of what Whitney gave me. Now, I am not, again, going to use the colored loofahs that came with the extras that I bought. I still have to incorporate the original one that Whitney gave me that I deconstructed and cut up. So I will be doing that after I fill this wreath form with the white mesh plastic stretchy horrible loofah, and it took 5 of them. I think this is a good time to incorporate the pieces from the original loofah that Whitney gave me, and so I'm going to take those pieces, fold them in half, add a rubber band to the bottom of them, and use them as accent color pieces in my spring Easter decor piece that I'm making. I have an idea of what this is going to be. It is not going to be a wreath, I can promise you that, but it is going to be something, and yeah, I think it'll be a cute piece for next spring. There we have it. This is what I'm going with, a DIY spring Easter candle centerpiece holder thing. Yeah. You give me pastel loofah, I give you a spring and Easter table centerpiece, decor piece thing. Phew, I am so glad that last DIY is over. Moving on to item number 7, the pet-related item that Whitney sent to me, these pet balls. Now with these, blue and red is not gonna work, so I figured I'd pull out my chalk paint and give it a good couple coats with some white paint covering up the blue and the red. Again, I'm kind of going off the cuff with this. Once I got the ball fairly painted, got that red and the blue muted out, I decided to go into my tools and grab, a saw. Now, I'm just gonna put this out here as a disclosure. This is not a how-to video on how to cut a tennis ball with a saw. No, it is not. And I would say do not attempt this at home. I know that this is not the safest means of cutting this ball, but I was going with it because I was short on time and I was really just hoping and praying that I didn't cut myself. At some point, I did pull out my utility scissors and start going that route. And I will tell you that as I'm doing this, I am realizing that this is not just a regular tennis ball. This is for massive chewers, dog chewers. It is durable and there is no getting through this. And so, yeah, I'm gonna go back to the saw again and really just try to get this bottom piece off because I needed a flat edge on the ball. I didn't need it to be a complete sphere. I needed a flat edge. Now for this here piece, item number 6, the clothing / accessory piece. that had me a bit stumped. Now, this is kind of a mesh bag. So I already know straight away that when I cut this, it is going to fray and fall apart. But my thoughts were, I kind of really like this color. And I think because she sent me this color bag, I can make it work for this DIY. And I think it's gonna work well. But because there was holes in it, that is why I painted the ball to disguise that it was a red and blue ball. So now I have got the zipper in the sides cut off of this bag. I am going to wrap this ball with it. And yeah, cover this ball, wrap this ball using hot glue. I was hoping it would work because the inside of this ball is rubber and hot glue doesn't typically stick to rubber. But in this case it is, and I am using my silicone face mask applicator thing so I don't burn myself. I wasn't showing this kind of safety when cutting the ball, but yeah, ask me why I was willing to take a chance in cutting my finger, but not burn it. Hot glue burns really just are no fun when you gotta pull the glue off your burn and blister. And yeah, you know, if you work with hot glue and you've had a glue gun burn, what it does. So nonetheless, I have now covered my ball with this accessory bag. Now for the tennis racket. Oh, this tennis racket. It was, yeah, there was a lot of thought that went into this. So while I was at Dollar Tree, I went and picked up one of these mops. These mops are essential for this DIY, and you probably already know where I'm going with this now. But wait for it, because that isn't all that is to this DIY. This DIY is multi-purpose. Yeah, when I say that, there is no exaggeration. So I am going to go ahead and string all of the mop strands into this here tennis racket, because that's what the strings on the tennis racket are for this DIY. Once I've got all my mop strands in place, I'm gonna unravel them, because when you do that, it gives it a fun curly wavy look and it kind of adds a fullness, and that's the fullness that I need for this DIY. This DIY is far from over, so wait for it. Gonna add a bit of a shape to this here. I'm gonna incorporate this fabric that Whitney sent me into this DIY by wrapping the top of the tennis racket with it. And I'm sure you all know where I'm going with this right now, but like I said, this is a multi-purpose DIY, so it's not just gonna be what you've already figured out it's gonna be, which I'm not gonna say because there may be some of you who don't know what it's gonna be yet. Haha. Flipping this on over here at the top, I'm gonna take some of this blue baker's twine. You gotta keep your eye open for the colored twine at Dollar Tree, because when you even pay $1.25 for it, it is such a great buy. And you know me, I incorporate twine into everything. And so since I have blue twine, it's gonna work perfect for this to tie off the top of this would-be hat on the handle of the tennis racket. And that dog toy ball that I cut and covered with the accessory bag, yep, it is going to be the nose of my gnome. I know, right? It couldn't have worked out any more perfect. But wait, I'm not done, because not only for this DIY did I incorporate the tennis racket, the fabric, the dog toy, and the accessory, but the garden accessory is also going to be incorporated into this DIY as the flower embellishment that needs to go on every gnome hat, right? Because every gnome has a flower, and I feel like this sunflower just adds the pop of color that I need. But I'm not done. Please wait. Well, okay, I need to add some trim because I didn't like the harsh line that was going across the hat and the face and the nose. So we're gonna add a little bit of burlap ribbon to this. I'm not done. There's still the twist of nature that needs to be added to this. Okay, so for the twist had to be something from nature that was incorporated into a DIY along with one of the challenge items. So the challenge item here was the tennis racket. The item from nature is these pine cones that I am adding twine to. And I'm gonna do that to 3 of them, and I am going to attach them to the bottom of the tennis racket under the beard of my gnome, then add some peanut butter and bird seed. And now I have just made a bird feeder gnome decor piece out of a tennis racket, incorporating nature into it by using a pine cone for bird feed. And the bird feed can also be considered nature as well. I don't know that I have ever incorporated so many items from the mystery box into one DIY. Let's just have a quick recap, shall we? We've got the tennis racket. We then have the fabric that I used, the dog toy ball, the accessory bag, and I incorporated nature. That is 6 items from the mystery box and the twist incorporated into this one DIY, and it couldn't have turned out any cuter. And I love the fact that the tennis racket had a string at the base of the handle so I could easily hang it up in my courtyard and feed the birds. I love this piece. For this next DIY using item number 2, Sender's Choice, it is a tabletop chalkboard sign. I knew straight away what I wanted to do with this, and it involved enlisting the help of my Cricut and a white vinyl that says, "Welcome to our Farmhouse Kitchen." I cut out 2 of these vinyls, one for the front and one for the back, but wait for it, I'm not done yet. Isn't it so satisfying when you peel off the transfer tape and your vinyl sticks so nicely without any lifting? Yeah, so I'm gonna flip it over like I said and add the second vinyl to the back side. I'm gonna hit the base here with a bit of white chalk paint. And ask me where the footage went for the wood item here. I don't know, but I did take 2 of these wood rolling pins and I stained them with 2 different colors of stain. I wanna say one is dark walnut and the rolling pin itself is early American, I think. And using some vinyl, I'm gonna put open on one and closed on the other. And these rolling pins, they're gonna find their place right here on the front of this tabletop chalkboard sign. One side will say open, and that's so stinking cute. And on the other side, it will say closed. Did I say that already? I did, but this is such a fun sign to maybe put in your kitchen and just kind of flip around. And I think it's just kind of a cute statement piece. For this next DIY, I'm going to be using this book, and I am going to say thank you to, who is this? Brandon Taylor, for the use of his book for my creative expression. I am feeling inspired. I'm going to give this book a good coating of some Mod Podge. Now, when I get these mystery box items, I like to do as many DIYs as I can with the items using the items that were sent to me. So for this book, because I had a bit of that beautiful fabric left, I figured I would cover this book with it and make a decorative book decor piece to maybe put on a nightstand or an entryway table. Stuff like that is so easy to do. And again, those are pieces that are called accent pieces. And I like to add a lot of accent pieces to tables and shelves around my house. Once you cover the book with fabric, you do want to give it a second coat of Mod Podge. And because I had more of these doilies, I thought that it would be so pretty and so farmhouse shabby chic to add one as an embellishment to the side of this book. And because I had 3 more of the lavender picks, I thought I'd make a mini bouquet for my book as well. Because why wouldn't I wrap this book in twine? So pretty, quick and easy. Thank you again, Brandon Tyler, for the use of your book for my creative artistic expression. Well, I am gonna say that that was a very challenging round, and Whitney, paybacks, that's all I gotta say. These paybacks, they just keep coming around, and I cannot wait to get you again. As for you subscribers, you've got a part in this, so don't forget to click on the link in the description box and put those fingers to work and do some voting after you have watched all of us creators do what we do best, create. So go pop some popcorn, put your feet up, binge watch all of these challenges, then vote. There is a cheat sheet. Don't forget to head on over to Christina Elizabeth's channel and see what I sent her, what challenge items I sent to her, and what she does with them. Courtney, thank you so much for putting on these mystery box challenges. I look forward to May 5th at the results and your award show. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy crafting on a budget. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, you know what I'm gonna say? It's a hard one these days, but we gotta try and stay positive. Bye for now, everybody. Go watch everybody create.